It is Phil Friedman. I've got an incredible product I want to introduce you to. It's called Colder Ice. It will reduce the temperature of your ice 20 degrees and also make your ice last longer. Recently, the founder and creator of this great product, Chris Rank, was on Tackle Shop Confessions as well as the Danny Cadota Show. Check it out.
Cooler with ice. Got my temperature set up. Okay.
30 degrees, 30.4.
Yep. And you sprinkle a little bit on top of your ice. That's all you need for 20 pounds of ice.
Holy smokes, it's dropping fast. 13 degrees, it dropped it that fast?
Retail price, $7.99. We're doing a show special at the Pacific Coast Sports Fishing Show, and it's $5 flat rate. Anybody to purchase a deckhand kill bag gets a free 12-ounce Pacific Edition Colder Ice Brine. Right now, 5.9 degrees.
It's worth its weight in gold. Tell you, the quality of fish, what a difference.
Yeah, we started at 30.6. It's already below. It's already getting to 27.
I can get ice in a kill bag for about 6 days.
It's down to 18 degrees. Pretty dang impressive, to be honest with you. I mean,
any deckhand sports bag, you get a free exclusive Pacific Ocean Edition 12 ounce. I will be located in the Your Saltwater Guide booth. Come see me, Calico Chris, at the Your Saltwater Guide booth to redeem your free 12-ounce cold ice brine. The shelf life is indefinite.
So I almost can't see a reason not to buy it. Take them, put them on your boat, and you're good to go.
So right there, we've dropped it 20 degrees Fahrenheit.
It's at 12 degrees right now. This is pretty dang amazing. 12 degrees now, much better than 30 degrees. You know, when you're trying to keep your ice and your fish in a better condition, we all know that getting the temperature down quickly is what you want to do. Just by this small demonstration, I definitely recommend you guys get some of that.
Great product. You've got to have it. And it will debut at the PCS show. Make sure you visit Chris at the Your Saltwater Guide booth. Dave Hansen will be there with Chris. And you'll be able to buy this incredible product for only $5 at the show. Check it out. PCS show. Chris Rank. Colder. Before we get started on today's morning briefing, don't forget, if you're headed to Ensenada, you're going to want to give Zeke Casas a call. Only 15 minutes from downtown, but just check out that spectacular view while in Ensenada, Baja, California Norte. And if that garage door is giving you a problem, then you're going to want to call your garage door man. That's Joe Welker. Tax problems? Nobody better than our friend Tim Marquez. Tim's been doing taxes for 35 years. Give the tax man a call today. And for your heating and or air conditioning needs, you're going to want to talk to our dear friend John Lopez at Efficient Heating and Air Conditioning. Hey, good Sunday morning, my dear friends, and welcome to beautiful Surfside, California. Hey, I'm not trying to fool anybody. It's actually Saturday evening, but I'm off to do some more content for you. I just met a really nice guy, Juan, right here. Juan, what's up, man?
How you doing?
Catch a fish for me.
Hopefully.
All right, pressure's on Juan. I want to fish here this evening. Nice gentleman. Hopefully he'll come up with something. I see a couple of other guys working the surf here. So Sunday, I'm going to talk like it's Sunday, okay? But I've already told you, there's the sun out there setting right there. Sunday, I'm on my way to Catalina to do some more content for you all. So stay tuned. If I can get a signal, I'll do some live stuff from the island, perhaps on the way over to the island. And of course, I'll keep you in touch with all the very latest. If you don't mind, hit that like button. We deeply appreciate it when you do that. Also, share these videos everywhere. If you would subscribe to the Friedman Adventures YouTube channel, that would be great. And also, don't forget, tick the little bell. You'll be notified when there's new content. We're on Facebook, we're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. What a beautiful evening it is. I'm sorry, what a beautiful Sunday morning it is. It is great to be with you all. You know what time it is. It's time for the morning briefing. Good morning, my friends. All right, let's jump into it with you all. I've got to get you caught up on some exciting long-range stuff. That's where I'm going to start right now with long-range, because I just talked to Paul Strasser, one of the owners of the Independence, out of course, Point Loma Sport Fishing. It's a boat I fish my long-range trips on. And Paul said, hey, Phil, I got to talk to you. Come here. I was down at the landing doing some podcasts on Saturday. And I walked over and said, what's up? And he goes, you know that fish down there at 300 miles? So Strasser is referring to the yellowfin tuna and the bluefin tuna that we actually fished on our 8-day trip. And then it just continued to go on and on and on. It kept biting. But we haven't heard much about it here recently, surmising that perhaps it's still there. Well, Strasser said it's still there. He said that bluefin tuna especially is not going to go anywhere. So you can almost bank on that bluefin down there 300 miles right now. And you've got to think, as we get into the springtime, maybe, just maybe, that fish is going to move up the line again. Maybe that yellowfin tuna along with it. And it could be a spectacular year. And this all bodes really well for our 5-day trip on board the Independence. That is in late April. You can see the dates right there. If you'd like to join us, man, we've got room on that trip for you. I can't wait. That's going to be a lot of fun. We're in later April this time around, and it should be an absolutely great trip. Give Paulina a call and get more information on the trip. But there's no doubt about it. We would love you to join us. No question about it. The Royal Polaris has been fishing about 1,000 miles down the coast. And in that area, they've been picking off some big yellowfin tuna. Sometimes it bites in the afternoon. Other times it does not. But when that YFT bites, it's been nice grade fish with several fish up over 200 pounds. And even a super cow the other day weighing in at 316 pounds. So there's been some really nice fish, no doubt about that. Glorious sunrise set here. It's absolutely beautiful. So great stuff. Again, there's been some wahoo down there in addition to that yellowfin tuna. And, when you're catching fly line yellowfin that are up to around 200 pounds, I don't know how you can beat that. So that bite continuing pretty strong down there. Some days it backs off. Like I said, you can almost take to the bank that afternoon bite. Then the other day, that afternoon bite shut off. That is just the way it goes with fishing. Sometimes they bite and sometimes they don't. All right, let's talk about the Baja coast right now. We'll start you down there in Cabo San Lucas and let you know that the bite down there is still offshore if you want to catch those yellowfin tuna. Some days they bite, some days they do not bite. But out there at 20, 25 miles, we continue to see quite a bit of yellowfin tuna, a lot of 20 to 40 pound fish. Sometimes they're up over 100. You find a pod of porpoise, and many times they're mixed up with, of course, those yellowfin tuna. There hasn't been much marlin, and there hadn't been all that much dorado. It's wintertime, so a lot of guys are fishing inshore where they're catching smaller rooster fish, and they're also catching an occasional yellowtail, amberjack. Sometimes that fishing is pretty good. Similar kinds of conditions up there in La Paz. We're catching similar fish up there in that neck of the woods. And then Mulegé, Loreto, we're seeing really good yellowtail action. I love fishing those zones. It is absolutely so much fun and so fantastic. So definitely want to keep that in mind. We'll be watching that yellowtail bite very, very closely for you all. Also, we take a look down the Baja coast at 140 miles, and down there in the area of San Quintin, we see some really good yellowtail action. At times, it's inconsistent. We see consistent great catches of bottom fish like lingcod and rockfish. All of that has been biting really, really well. That bite has been spectacular here recently, so hopefully that is going to continue. And then as we move you up to Punta Colonet, there at 120 miles, we see some really good rock fishing going on there. San Diego based boats like to go down there. You can make that drive down there and fish out of Colonet also, but most guys are jumping on sport boats and doing the day-and-a-half trip down there to Colonet. Big lings, lots of reds, excellent rock fishing, occasionally a flash of yellowtail, although we haven't seen it in 25. We do see it from time to time, so we'll keep our eyes on that for you very, very closely. And hopefully that is going to kick into gear here for you all very, very soon. And then we bring you up to the Ensenada area. And around Ensenada, we have seen some really excellent fishing. A lot of great bottom fishing going on. So we're talking lings and reds and boccaccio, sheephead, whitefish, all of those species. Occasionally they'll get flashed with some good yellowtail fishing also in the Ensenada area, and some big bonito running around there. And if you want to focus on calico and sand bass, you can pick off a few fish by doing that. I know a lot of the operators down there do much of the same. Carlos Cortez, great guy. He operates out of Popotla, which is just a stone's throw below Rosarito Beach. And out of Popotla, he's been catching tons of rockfish. About a month ago, 18 miles from Popotla, he had a bluefin tuna, but he was riding in on some big waves on Saturday, riding it right into the coast. Pretty cool stuff. Carlos, thank you so much for sharing. We appreciate it. Stay in touch, my friend. Always love getting your updates. Gracias, mi hermano. Also, we continue to watch the situation here in Southern California. We were cursed with a pretty big swell on Saturday. Sunday's weather is going to be vastly improved, so we'll see how that all goes. It was a pretty tough day on the native sun. They were just scratching away at, some sculpin and a few bass, stuff like that. They had some short halibut. Not sure if they ended up with a legal or not, but it was a tough day, no doubt about it. They're also fishing twilight last night, Saturday night. They fished, and on those trips they've been catching some sculpin and picking off a few bass here and there. Water temperature on the beach here about 58 degrees. Doesn't feel that cold to me. Feels pretty darn nice, actually. So once again, we continue to see just kind of picking at the halibut. It's been that way for a while, and hopefully this nice weather on Sunday will lend itself to a few more flatfish. We'll be watching that closely. Again, dropping that fluorocarbon down to 20, 25 pound is a really, really good idea right now. If you drop that down to 20 to 25 pound, I'm telling you, it'll make all the difference in the world. 4 to 12 ounce torpedo sinkers, number 1 J hooks, number 6 treble hooks, and you're going to be in good shape. Elsewhere, you're catching a lot of sand dabs. If you want to go on a sand dab boat, you can definitely do that. There's some whitefish around town, and there's also some excellent fishing for bass at times. I shouldn't say excellent. Pick at the bass out of Marina del Rey. We'll see how the native sun ends up on their twilight trip, and we'll be watching all of that for you very, very closely. Sculpin, whitefish, the predominant species, because rockfish season is closed here in Southern California. And because it is closed, well, that means you've got to hit the sculpin and the whitefish. It opens up again on, of course, the 1st of April. That's all of rockfish. Sheephead, you'll be able to take those here very, very soon. You'll be able to take sheephead on March the 1st. That opens up. That's just a little ways away. And man, we're not too far away from the grunion runs. That's going to be great. I'll be at Catalina Island on Sunday, and I'll be having some content for you all. However, if you want to get on board a great boat to Catalina Island, they run Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You know all about the El Patron. They do such a great job. Limited load, no fuel surcharge, special low wintertime price. You cannot beat the El Patron. Long Beach Sport Fishing, www.longbeachsportfishing.org. Get on the El Patron. You will love it and have the time of your life. So pretty much at Catalina, what we've been seeing is the whitefish, and we see the occasional bass bite with a chance at a halibut or a white sea bass. There is a tremendous amount of squid at Catalina Island. That is going to play an integral part in the bite here in the springtime, but it also really gives you the possibility of a sea bass or a halibut here right now. So that is something to keep in mind if you're going to jump on board the El Patron. Up there in the Channel Islands, rockfish is closed right now, so you can't fish that, but you can definitely buy your spot on the Island Spirit out of Ventura Sport Fishing and knock 20% off the price. I don't know how in the world you can beat it. You can book your July, August, September, any date at all. You just have to act before April the 1st. Do that, you'll save 20%. So get your calendar out, line up your trips, and then book before April 1st by going to www.venturasportfishing.com, or if you want to talk to Saul or somebody up there in the office, give them a call at 805-676-3474 and check it out. You'll have a really great time. All right, let's talk about the surf bite here. You saw Juan a minute ago fishing. I'm looking down at him right now, and I don't see a bend in his rod, but he's working it hard and trying to make something happen as we speak. The bite here in the surf has been on the cooler water type species. So we're talking about barred perch with an occasional halibut, maybe, you know, a yellowfin croaker from time to time. You'll see a little bit of that, but mostly it's been the perch, the barred perch. We did, on the day that we had our last big surf fishing event down here, we had one big leopard shark, and we had some yellowfin croaker, we had some corvina, we had a whole bunch of stuff, but we also had like 60 people down here that showed up for that event. So once again, mostly barred perch. Fish in the wintertime are a little more lethargic due to the cold water. Not the perch so much, but other species, and it seems like bait works best of all. You can, however, pick off a nice halibut or two by throwing a Lucky Craft lure, even a chrome crocodile or a chrome little Castmaster. That will also work very, very well here in the Southern California surf. So we'll be keeping our eyes on that for you very, very closely, and hopefully it's going to pop back into gear here very, very soon. Again, our next big day here, we got an event a week from today, next Sunday, right here, February the 23rd, my brother's B-Day. We're going to be meeting up at 6:30 in the morning and fishing till 9:30 a.m. That is going to be so much fun. I'm telling you, you're going to want to be part of it. We'll have, you know, some entertainment. Michael Limon will be running around like crazy. Hopefully our Isaac Parcells and his kids will be here. It should just be a really good time. And there'll be some free gifts for the biggest fish and that kind of stuff. Do not forget to pick up your ruler at Big Fish Bait and Tackle in the beautiful city of Seal Beach, California. They'll sell you the ruler that you can use to measure your catch. And when you buy that ruler, you're automatically in for the rest of the year. Every single month, they give away a brand new custom surf fishing rod. You're going to want to take advantage of that. I'm telling you right now, that is such a good deal. You just buy the ruler and then you're in for the rest of the year. And every month the species changes. This month it is halibut. So the biggest halibut on that February 23rd date, definitely, man, you want to have that ruler. And also while you're out fishing around here, you can use that ruler to take a photo of a fish. Say you go down there by Anderson and Pacific Coast Highway. Say you want to fish down there. As long as you have a photo, you know, we're not too perstickety about the biggest fish. We're going to try to be just in the whole thing, but if you obviously caught a big halibut and you've got a measurement of it, then we're going to honor that, no question about it. All right, my friends, I don't know what to tell you. It's such a beautiful day. Make sure you mention Freedman Adventures. If you ever go to Big Fish Bait and Tackle, they'll knock 10% off. Don't forget the PCS show coming up at the Orange County Fairgrounds in March. So many great folks to visit. You're going to want to definitely visit Colder Ice at Dave Hansen's booth, your salt water guide. Go by there and make sure you say hi to Chris Rank and Dave for me. That should be absolutely fantastic. All right, my friends, I'm making my way up the beach here. I'm going to wish Juan good luck. I hope he catches something down there. And of course, if I don't see you here really, really soon somewhere, hopefully February 23rd, I hope I see you somewhere else really, really soon. Take care, my friend.